Although it doesn't have the best weight balance, its versatility allows us to create consistent results. If you're willing to spare no expense, this tool is an excellent alternative to a full-size blender for preparing silky purees. Hearty soup. Immersion blenders like this Vitamix unit are a bit different than your standard countertop blender. Rather than a pitcher built around a blender blade, immersion units are just the blades attached to a handheld wand. You immerse the blade into a container of your choice. For the most part, we're of the opinion that affordability means little if the machine doesn't perform well. However, to see whether cost is related to the blender's efficiency, we tested the Vitamix against 4 other immersion blenders for different price ranges. This also helped give us a more comprehensive picture of how well the Vitamix performs, how it stands out from the rest, and whether it's a worthwhile investment. Performance. With 625 watts of power, the Vitamix is more powerful than most hand blenders on the market and does its jobs quickly without involving too much physical effort. Once activated, it draws almost everything toward the blades, creating a homogeneous mixture. Still, you'll need to move the blending wand around in the ingredients to promote a uniform texture. Pureeing hot soup wasn't challenging the Vitamix thanks to its powerful motor and razor-sharp blades. Although it wasn't any faster than its counterparts in pureeing time, it warranted the higher cost by providing us with a nutrient-dense puree of silky smooth texture. It also stood out from the rest with a non-suction performance that helped keep splashing to minimal. Indeed, the Vitamix is the most suitable hand blender for preparing restaurant-quality soup at home. It's a great bargain for any recipes that involve fibrous food, too. If you're now looking for a tool that can consistently ensure the smoothest blends, we particularly love and recommend this blender. The Vitamix took only 1 minute and 5 seconds to complete this test. By comparison, its counterparts such as the Untitled 5-in-1 and the Hamilton Beach 59765 required nearly double the time. Regarding the smoothie's texture, of all the blenders we tested, only the Vitamix could churn out a thick, creamy smoothie with almost no solids left behind. Plus, despite being longer and heavier, it operated well in our 24-oz blending jar while the BPA-free plastic bell guard helped prevent scratches on the jar surfaces. For the mayo whisking test, we initially whisked together 2 egg yolks and 150 ml oil in a 24-oz vessel. Of the 5 blenders in the test, only the 2 units with whisk attachments passed the test. The Vitamix, as well as the other remaining blenders, barely reached the egg yolks and left us with a jumbled mixture before oil was added. Its blending wand wasn't designed for such a small volume of ingredients. We do suspect, though, that the results might have been better if we used a narrower blending container. At that point, we decided to modify the recipe to include 3 egg yolks and 240 ml oil. With this amount, all 5 of the blenders produced acceptable outcomes, and only our culinary expert could tell the differences between them. The Vitamix didn't have the fastest performance, requiring about 1 minute and 40 seconds to incorporate all the ingredients. This was nearly 30 seconds slower than the winner, the Cuisinart. Our nut milk was made with 2 ingredients: raw almonds and warm water. The nuts had been soaked overnight prior to blending, so the Vitamix took just 40 seconds to yield 1 serving of drinkable almond milk. Although it wasn't the most efficient blender in our testing, it was so good at drawing ingredients toward its blades that we didn't need to move it around much for an even blend. That said, from start to finish, its crushing process didn't go very well. The almond skins, along with peeled chunks, became lodged in the blade guard. We had to stop the blender temporarily and use a spatula to dislodge the food, which we didn't have to do with other models. Whipped egg whites. The Vitamix could be a great all-around blender if it included a whisk attachment. This is because, in our test, there was no way the immersion blender could beat egg white with its ordinary blending shaft. Unlike a whisk attachment, the blending shaft can't force air into the egg whites, which is a way to create an even, bubbly foam. Consequently, the result was a cloudy liquid with 2 separate layers of bubble film and eddy water. We awarded it no points for this test. Design. During our testing, we noticed that ball friction from a prolonged operation would cause the motor to overload. That's why it's best to avoid using this blender continuously for more than 4 minutes. The Vitamix cannot protect itself from overheating, though it is designed to flash a pattern of LED to indicate when your motor is over temperature. Build quality. The Vitamix 5-speed is a simple, high-end blender, mostly made of stainless steel. It is sturdy and appeals to us aesthetically as well. We're confident when we say it's among the few hand blenders on the market that provide the right balance of performance, quality, and value. Better built than most. We also believe its exterior is less likely to be damaged or succumb to basic wear and tear over time. Power cord. Usability. Initially, we assumed that the Vitamix's weight would cause it to be less user-friendly. However, After a course of testing, we realized that our assumption was entirely wrong. We are going to end this video right away. If you have any query or information to share, please leave a comment. Well, thanks for watching.